we may make it so gloomy, so darker, and how we may want to paint it. At the end of the day, it still points to one thing, whether or not there are challenges. And indeed, we are not running away from the challenges. But of course, I feel that some of the challenges that has been listed here could be resolved with innovative leadership. For instance, when the headmaster said, in some schools, they may have to run shift with regards to, for instance, their dining hall facilities. I personally, let me issue a disclaimer here that this may not necessarily be the position of the Ministry of Education, but myself. But I don't see the reason why, for instance, if students have to go for dining, first years cannot go for, let's say, 1 o'clock, then the remaining students will be in classroom, maybe 1:15, other people also go, 2:50, other people also go. I don't personally see how this is a problem. These are innovative ways that we can use to address the basic challenges. Obviously, I gave you a certain history that as a country, we had a certain choice. The choice was to look into about more than 100,000 students, their face, and tell them that we are going to deny you education up till now. Today, with the institution or the introduction of the free SHS, what is the enrollment level now? It's more than double. What essentially it meant was that we were going to deny over 700,000 students opportunity to education. So obviously, as soon as you've taken, the hard way, nobody's saying that you won't get edges. We are obviously going to get challenges.
Yeah.
But how is painted and made to look for me I'm not worried about it. But my concern is that, well, we may have those isolated incidents of those basic challenges with regards to infrastructure. But for me, what is more mind-boggling and intriguing is that, you see, if you look at the placement regime, like I earlier on indicated, headmasters declare vacancies or based on the available spaces with regards to boarding and day. So I'm still wondering why you could declare that you can take, for instance, 500 boarding students, whilst you know very well that there are no spaces or there are no beds for them. It's just mind-boggling. And maybe somehow we need to be blunt and ask those very strong questions, because you are the headmaster of the institution. You know the number of vacancies that you are supposed to make.
With what you just said, a message came in with regards to that, asking the headmaster why they actually give, Ministry of Education that they have the vacancy, and then after they come back saying that, we don't have the space.
That's why maybe our headmaster could help us to.
Yeah, I need to go to him though.
If you look at the placement regime, for instance, it is not as though everybody is entitled by hook or crook to any school that he or she selects. Because at the end of the day, you are still competing with other students based on certain variables, such as your residential status, the program choice, and of course, your grade and the raw score and other things. So imagine a school like Presec Legon. If you don't have facilities to accommodate boarding students, why should the headmaster declare that there are more facilities and then the GES or CSS secretary should send more students? At the same time, probably if you go to Oreman will have enough spaces where students could be accommodated. For me, ultimately, irrespective of who did something right or who ought to have done better, it still rests on the Ministry of Education to take ultimate responsibility of everything. But look,
Kwesi, let me ask the headmaster for you, okay? Because I need the headmaster.
I am ending.
Okay.
I am ending. The assurance is that we are there to fix problems.
Yeah.
We are not there to complain about problems. I am very happy about the eye-opener. The basic challenges that our sisters have told us. I was also glad when they also let us know the names of the schools so that quickly an intervention will be sent there. And we take full responsibility and assure all Ghanaians that wherever there are challenges, we will go in and resolve them. We are not oblivious of the fact that there could be challenges anywhere. But on a scale of balance, if you have 1.4 million students, of course, for instance, you spoke about the feeding, and you have, let's say, 100, 200, or 50, or 30, or 10 students complaining about, for instance, the quality or the quantity of feeding. Yes, it's a concern, but it is not a situation of a general problem. So, I mean, people's subjective preferences may even come in terms of even giving account of how they feel about, I mean, the offers that they have in the various schools. But by and large, we take responsibility for all of them. And as a ministry, where there are challenges, we will go in and resolve those challenges.